So with your kit, you're going to get a length of a ribbon. You're going to get some sets of 5-inch balloons. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go through and inflate your 5-inch balloons and tie them off in pairs. Especially for HighChair garlands, you want them to be particularly small. Don't go past this nice round shape like this. The larger they are, the more likely they are to pop. So if you're going to put it on a HighChair, you really don't want balloons popping. And in the event that they do, make sure that you get any of those pieces cleaned up right away. But you do want them kind of small and round like this. So this is way too big. You don't want them like this. I really don't ever inflate them this big for garlands, for anything. They tend to be way easier to pop. They look kind of funky when you put them on your garlands or you put them into your projects, and they just don't fit together really well. So I'm just gonna bring that down quite a bit. So to about this size, nice and round. And then you're just gonna, what I do is I crisscross the necks, wrap them over like that. That just keeps air in them. It just makes them easier to tie. It's not necessary, it just makes it easier. And then just tie them off like so, like that. So once again, you can see this sort of alien shape is way too big. So I'm just gonna let air out, make them small and round, about the size of a fist. If you're using double stuffed balloons on this step, make sure and check out our videos on how to inflate them. Just remember that you only have to tie the inside next when you tie them off. It's just gonna make this a whole lot easier. I have all of my pairs tied off. So I'm just gonna take my ribbon, just gonna make a basic knot at the very beginning, just tie it off like so, like that. And then we're just gonna start adding our balloons. So today I'm going to do color blocking, which means I'm doing all of my pink together, then I'll do my peach, my yellow, and my blue, and my purple at the end. If you are doing a mixed pattern, one tip that I would give you is to make sure that pick your colors and pair them off at the very beginning. So do all of your pink with all of your yellow, all of your green with all of your blue, etc. It actually makes the pattern come out in a very even mixed look, so you don't end up with weird little patches where you have too much of one color in one spot. So it's just kind of a little tip for doing a mixed pattern. So I'm just going to take this, crisscross the necks, and then I'm actually just going to take my ribbon and just do a little figure 8. So just literally one pass around like so. Then I'm going to pull it out this direction, put my orange one in here, or peach, and same thing, I'm just going to pop the neck in there. It's a little fussier at the beginning, but just because things want to move around. So I just push my thumb in, I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to literally just figure 8ing it around like so. Super easy. This goes really fast. I do want to make sure for this style of garland, I don't want to be kind of coming backwards. We're trying to make it like long, getting that length out of here. So again, I want to crisscross it across this set right here. So like that. Do that. Grab my yellow. Do 2. Crisscross it in there, like so. So I'm just going to show you a little bit closer how we're doing this. Once again, starting with the set, tying it on, and then beginning your wrapping. If you notice here, I'm not wrapping the balloons super tight together. I'm just sort of setting it in there, giving a little bit of distance between them, and then wrapping it around. When you're doing a HighChair garland, you actually want to have a bit of a gap between the balloons, because it's going to make it easier to fit on your HighChair. So here's one that's completed, and you can see there's about 2 inches in between each set of balloons. Normally you're going to want to pull that very tight if you're doing a regular garland. You don't want gaps. But for a HighChair, this is actually just going to make it fit better, and it's going to look fuller when you actually tie it on to the HighChair itself. At the end of your garland, when you wrap your last balloon, you're going to want to go around one more time. And then I leave a big loop here and tie it off. You're going to want to tie it off in a knot at the end, otherwise it can come undone, which we don't want to have that happen. Just be careful here, don't pull too tight. You don't want to put a hole in anything, so just mind that. And then you're just going to take the ribbon left on either end of your garland and tie it onto your HighChair. Just kind of wrap the balloons around the front of it, rearrange a little bit, and you are all set.